I'm sure you've heard about the BK-7m, a very popular external arranger that's well suited for playing with a V-accordion as well as electronic pianos and keyboards. Not only does it contain an extensive internal library of over 400 accompaniment styles, but it provides over 1,000 sounds and at a very competitive price compared to equivalent models from other manufacturers. The BK also provides a variety of features that are very useful in the practice room, the home recording studio, or at on-stage performances. For example, did you know that using the BK, you can create your own backing tracks for any song that you know how to play, and then use that track at a later time while playing your V-accordion solo, that is, not connected to the BK itself. Indeed, you can create an extensive repertoire of tracks for distribution with sheet music to other musicians and singers for them to play as accompaniment for their stage performances. In this video, I will show you how easy it is to create a studio quality backing track using the BK-7m. To make a backing track for a particular song, all I need to do is play it as I normally would using the usual auto accompaniment features of the BK, but with its audio record feature activated to record only the auto accompaniment portion of the performance. My example will be the simple but popular beginner level practice piece called Lightly Raw. To record just the auto accompaniment portion of my performance, I play the song without activating the treble voices of the BK, either UP1 or UP2, and with no audio signal from the V-accordion. I can simply reduce the audio in control of the BK to 0, or I can play without even installing an audio cable between the V-accordion and the BK-7m. I do need a MIDI cable. Of course, to play the piece, it is advantageous to hear the treble as I play along with the auto accompaniment. No problem. To hear the treble produced by the V-accordion, I can simply listen to the sound from its internal speaker system. The BK will record only what it plays, not the sound in the room from the instrument's internal speakers. For best recording quality, I recommend that you set the record audio level of the BK to -6 dB, as you see here. This allows the BK's audio record feature to make its automatic level adjustments without having to apply too much compression. The result will be a recording that is only very slightly lower in audio level, but at the same time noticeably better in sonic quality. I also recommend that you turn the record audio sync feature off, again as you see here. This allows you to easily provide an approximate 1/2 to 1 second period of silence at the very beginning of the recording before the actual audio starts. This will make the backing track easier to use, as will become obvious. These menu selections are available on the Global Utility menu page. I have orchestrated my example to use the BK's accompaniment style 36 in the ballroom family. It's called Swing Fox. I've arranged it with the Sync Start, Intro, and Style Variation 2 features activated. The intro will allow me, or anyone else using my backing track, to synchronize to the tempo. When the intro finishes at the appropriate time, I will start playing the melody and the BK will continue by playing its auto accompaniment using Style Variation 2. Now, as you know, it is common practice for real live bands to play an extended transition between two halves of a performance. To make the BK do this, I have saved 2 performance memories, which you see here, representing 2 parts of the performance, which I will switch between at the appropriate time using the BK's Performance Next feature by pressing a pedal. The mechanism whereby I make the BK play the extended transition between the 2 parts is by saving the second performance memory with the intro feature activated. Thus, when I press the pedal, the BK will not only switch the style variation from 2 to 4, it will play the intro that is associated with style variation 4. The audience will hear this as an extended transition. The transition will be followed by a segment where I play melody with the BK providing auto accompaniment, this time using style variation 4. Finally, at the appropriate time, I will have the BK play an ending by pressing the appropriate pedal. At this point, I prepare myself to play the song Lightly Roll. For the BK to supply harmonically correct accompaniment, I must specify the chord sequence, which I do by pressing the appropriate chord button whenever a chord change is required. This is very different from when I play the same song solo using traditional fingering patterns. Also, when I press the chord buttons, I don't want to hear the bass reed sounds of my accordion. I would find them to be a disturbing interference as I play the melody on the treble side while listening at the same time to the auto accompaniment produced by the BK. Of course, this is a standard requirement when playing with any external arranger, and Roland designed a simple solution for all models of V-accordion. I mute the bass sounds by pressing and holding any bass register button for about 3 or 4 seconds. Now when I play the chord buttons, the bass section will make no sound. But of course, it will send proper MIDI messages to the BK for it to change chords at the appropriate times. I will now press the audio record button on the BK's front panel. The recording light blinks. That's because I've previously disabled the record audio sync feature. When I feel I'm ready to start playing, I will press the audio record button a second time, allow for a silence period of about 1/2 second, and then I'll start playing by pressing the first chord button required in the chord sequence. When I'm finished playing, I'll press the audio record button again to stop the recording process. At this point, the BK is giving me an opportunity to name the recording that it just made for me. I will enter as a name 001 Lightly Roll. If I look on the memory stick in the My Recordings folder, I will see the recording that I just completed. If I play it, I will hear that it contains only the auto accompaniment of the BK. The melody that you heard me play earlier is not part of the recording. I can now use this recording as a backing track to play the song Lightly Roll using the audio player feature of my V-accordion without being connected to the BK-7m. The USB memory stick that was in my BK when I made the backing track recording contains a lot of material that is meaningful only to my BK. Things like performance lists and imported accompaniment styles. These are meaningless to my V-accordion. Hence, it's a good idea to copy the backing track from the My Recordings folder of the BK's memory stick to another USB memory stick for use on my V-accordion, or for distribution to other musicians to play as they wish on other audio systems. I will use my computer to copy the recording to the root level of a blank memory stick. First, I open the BK's memory stick, go to the My Recordings folder, and there's the recording. I then, in another window, open the blank memory stick. I simply drag it over. And that's it. My backing track is ready for use on my V-accordion.